Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to this presentation on the benefits of yoga and stretching. I'm Justin Marcus. So people nowadays seem to always be complaining about aches and pains in their body and their back. With a show of hands, does anyone here have those same complaints? Okay. Now, the same show of hands, do you guys do any stretching for yoga? Okay. Well, what if I told the rest of you that if you only stretch for 30 minutes a day, you would alleviate a lot of your pains and aches? Would that incline you to stretch more? Okay. So there are many issues that are within the body that are linked to not stretching, such as what I referenced was aches and pains and lower back pain. But these issues don't just stay physically. It's also mental, psychological, and it affects daily activities. So due to the many benefits of stretching in yoga, you can really increase your overall health. To start, I like to go into more of the issues that are linked to not stretching and not performing yoga daily. So there are big problems when a person doesn't stretch. Dr. Jordan Metzl and Dr. Jack Crawford, both renowned doctors, one of them is a master surgeon. They listed a ton of different problems when people don't stretch and exercise daily. They listed symptoms such as dense tissues, buildup of lactic acid, muscle contractions, spasms, imbalanced muscles, and minor and major injuries. After a workout, muscles begin to contract and tighten, then joint pain can sometimes be linked to this. Also, when after a workout, lactic acid builds up, and that's that sore burning feeling. Usually, you want to stretch it out and rub it out, just so that you decrease the likelihood of being injured or feeling that sore burning feeling. After exercising, tissue remains in the position you left it from. So let's say you were working out and you're doing like arm extensions. So the muscle would stay stretched, but it wouldn't return to that relaxed position. So that's the important part of stretching, returning muscles to their relaxed positions. Also, if you leave it in that contracted or stretched position, muscles are going to be very dense, and that's the need for stretching to remove those byproducts that were created from working out. So now I'd like to talk about how it affects your daily life. Let's say you work a desk job, and all day you're sitting at your desk, you're hunched over, trying to stare at the screen, and you're starting to feel that back pain, that lower back pain. And that's sometimes all you think about. That can lead to depression. It can affect your overall health and your mental health. So sitting for long periods of time combined with not stretching can actually lead to muscle retraction. This is from leaving the muscle contracted, and then the problem lies where you start getting muscle spasms. When a person doesn't stretch, it also causes muscle stiffness. This is caused by exercise or hard labor. The stiffness is actually referred to onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. DOMS is caused by tears in microscopic fibers in your muscles. This is actually common, usually from working out or exerting yourself physically. To prevent injury or soreness, it's necessary to stretch to get all those byproducts out and all that fluid out. Whether you're sitting or you're being active, you're going out doing stuff, If you don't stretch, you're going to cause pain within your body, and it's going to hinder productivity. It also can hinder your mental health. Now that you've been informed on issues within the body and daily life, I'd like to go into the benefits of yoga. There's been many studies on how it affects you mentally, physically. One thing I'd like to highlight is it actually it's shown a decrease in stress. There's been studies where there's been 24 women and they did yoga for 3 months, and it actually showed through the breathing control and stretching, they lowered the cortisol hormone, and that's the primary hormone of stress. Now, these women identified themselves as emotionally distressed, they're having issues in their life, and then after the 3 months, they showed a big decline of the amount of stress in their life. And there have been similar studies that show these same results. There's also been studies of PTSD, which lies in a decrease of anxiety. So women, there was a study of 64 women with PTSD, and they did yoga for 10 months. And 51% who did yoga constantly showed almost little to no signs of their previous PTSD. They actually were confirmed not to show the main signs of PTSD. So there are many benefits to stretching, and there are many consequences when a person doesn't stretch. Stretching will benefit anyone from an Olympic athlete to a regular office worker. There are many executive people that noticed the importance of stretching, such as the chief executive of public health, Duncan Selby from England. She was stating that she wants to put more of the private sector into increasing the amount of health-related exercises they do a day, start incorporating yoga and stretching into an office worker's daily life to increase health. Now, she also stated that people spend 30 to 40 to 50 hours a week in the office, and they pretty much go home just to sit around and do the same stuff. So, in reality, they're getting sicker because they're becoming more unhealthy. But if you incorporated exercise and health into the office, then most of these people wouldn't be taking off from work and taking these sick days. Now, lack of stretching causes many health problems. And with the use of yoga and stretching, people can increase their health and flexibility. Sometimes having stiff muscles can have long-term effects and can ruin your body. Even just 30 minutes a day can increase your mental and physical health. Yoga can have lasting effects on the body, but they're all positive. Now, if you don't do anything, then you're going to be putting yourself at risk for injury. Learning all this, how many people here would be more inclined to do yoga now? Alright, well, that concludes my presentation. Thank you everyone for coming.